QRZ, ending Yankee, come again? Negative. Hello, CQ, November 1 Whiskey. Whiskey Lima, Whiskey Kilo, Lima Echo, what's your call sign? Whiskey Kilo 6, Lima Echo, thank you, 5 and 9, 73. November 1 Whiskey.
Kilo Delta 2, Golf Bravo Juliet.
November 1 Whiskey.
Whiskey 4, Kilo Whiskey Sierra.
Juliet.
W4 Kilo Whiskey Sugar, thank you, 5-9.
Yeah, thank you, 5-9. Here in Fox Lima, have a great night. Over.
Thank you, good night. November 1 Whiskey.
Kilo Delta 2, Golf Bravo Juliet.
Whiskey Uniform.
Ending Sierra, Sierra again. Is it Kilo Mike 4 United Zulu Sugar? Roger, United Queen Sugar, thank you, 5 and 9. Roger, thank you, November 1 Whiskey.
Victor Alpha 3, Oscar Kilo Golf.
Oscar Kilo Golf, Victor Alpha 3. Hello again, you 5 and 9.
Thank you very much for 5-9, you're 591 and 73, and thank you.
Thank you, all the best, November 1 Whiskey. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Radio Lima, thank you, 5-9. Thanks, November 1 Whiskey. November 8, Lima Hotel, hello, you 5 and 9. Roger, thank you, November 1 Whiskey. W4ASU, thank you, 5-9. Thank you, November 1 Whiskey. November 1 Washington.
Kilo Quebec 4, November Papa Golf.
Queen 4, November Papa Golf, I think it's Kilo Queen, you will correct, you're 5 and 9.
That is correct, it's Kilo Queen, you're 5 and 9 in northern Florida.
Alright, thank you, Kilo Quebec 4, it's 73, November 1 Whiskey. November 1 Whiskey.
Whiskey Bravo 5, Yankee Quebec.
Whiskey Bravo 5, Yankee Quebec, thank you, 5-9.
You're also 5-9,
thank you, November 1 Whiskey. Whiskey 0, Alpha Yankee Echo, good evening, you're 5 and 9. Roger, thank you, November 1 Whiskey. November 1 Washington. Hello CQ, November 1 Whiskey. November 1 Washington.
Kilo Charlie 3, Sugar Delta Japan.
Kilo Charlie 3, Delta Japan something, you're 5-9, what's your call sign?
Thank you, it's Sierra Delta Japan, Sugar Delta Japan, you're 59 near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, over.
Roger, Sugar Delta Japan, thank you. 73, November 1 Whiskey.
Thank you, 73.
November Yankee Tango.
November Yankee, come again.
November 5, November Yankee Tango, you are 5-9, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Roger, November 5, November Yankee Tango, thank you, 5 and 9, 73, November 1 Whiskey.
Kilo 9, Lima, Oscar Echo.
Kilo, come again.
Kilo 9, Lima, Oscar Echo.
Kilo, Oscar Echo, give me a call sign again, I'm sorry.
Sure, Kilowatt Niner, Lima, Oscar Echo, Kilo 9, London, Ontario, Edward.
Okay, Kilo 9, Lima, Oscar Echo, thank you, 5 and 9.
5-9 in the St. Louis area, 73.
Roger, thank you, November 1 Whiskey. KRZ, November 1 Whiskey. Kilo Foxtrot 0, Delta Quebec. Delta Quebec, come again. Kilo Foxtrot 0, Delta Quebec. Okay, Kilo Fox 0, Papa, Delta Quebec, thank you, 5 and 9. 5-9 November Echo. Thank you, November 1, Whiskey.
Whiskey 9, Japan America.
X-ray Tango. November 0, X-ray Tango, thank you, 5-9.
Thank you, you're 5-9 in Minnesota.
Thank you, November 1, Whiskey.
W9, Japan America.
Whiskey 9, W9 again.
Whiskey 9, Japan America.
Japan Echo.
Juliet Alpha, W9, Japan America.
Japan America.
Whiskey 9, Juliet Alpha.
Sorry, Whiskey 9, Japan Alpha, Roger.
USL 5-9, thanks.
Thank you. You're 5 and 9, 73, November 1, Whiskey. Kilo Echo 8, Radio Sugar, hello again, you're 5-9. Thank you, November 1, Whiskey.
Whiskey 5, Tango Sierra, November.
Whiskey 5, Tango Sugar, November, thank you, you're 5-9.
5-9.
Thank you, November 1, Whiskey.
Whiskey 3, Alpha Charlie Romeo.
Again, Whiskey.
Whiskey 3, Alpha Charlie Romeo.
Whiskey 3, Alpha Charlie Radios, you're 5 and 9.
Roger, you're 5-9 from Illinois, Indiana.
Thank you, 73, November 1, Whiskey. Again. Hello, secure, November 1, Whiskey. November 1, Washington.
Whiskey Alpha, 8 Puerto Rico, Whiskey 4 India, towards it.
Toronto, Ontario, Canada, so not too far, but still a nice distance, I guess. How's your evening going?
Oh, it's going very well. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah, we're 357 miles apart, so not too bad. I'm just, let me see, east-southeast of you, and yeah, you're 5'9", plus it's like you're right in the shack here, Luke, no problem whatsoever, copying. And yeah, it looks like the band is in fairly good shape tonight. The rig here is the Anon G2, and I'm running about 1400 watts to a fan dipole up around 50 feet. Temperature today is, well, let me see, what is it? I should look. It was, I think about 20 last time I looked, and 28. It's 28 degrees at the moment. So we're getting warmer. We've had a spell of a number of pretty cold days, but today was not bad. It got up to around 40, I think. So almost shirt sleeve weather. So back to you, Luke, from Bob in Connecticut, VA3OLM KI1N.
All right, wonderful. Yeah, no, it's warmed up here a little bit, but that only means it's about 20 degrees here as well. We also had a little bit of a cold snap. Super windy today. By the way, you are also coming in at pretty much a 5.9 on my end, so nice strong signal. Yep, I'm just actually a fairly recent ham, so my etiquette is still needs to be a little bit polished. So forgive me as I miss out on any of the details. I'm open to receiving any instructions. Right now, the equipment I'm using is a ICOM 761, so it's an older rig with a nice long dipole fan dipole hanging out the tree in my backyard. So, yep, it seems like it's got good reach so far. Over to you.
Oh yeah, the ICOMs are very nice rigs, and I'm sure that'll work very, very nicely for you with the fan dipole. And that's a great basic station, so I'm sure you're going to have lots of fun with it. And let me take this opportunity to welcome you to amateur radio. It's nice to have new people joining us. I've been licensed since the 70s, but I took about 35 years off in the 80s due to life getting in the way and stuff like that. And priorities changing. So I didn't get back into the hobby until a little over 3 years ago when I started thinking about retiring. And I said, gee, I probably should get some kind of hobby going again. So I started the station back up, started building a news station. And that's what I've been doing since. I'm 76 years old here, and I just retired in December from teaching. And before that, I ran a company in the photo industry for 35 years. So how about you, Luke? What you doing these days? VA3OLM KI1N.
KI1N, this is VA3OLM. Yeah, no, congratulations on your retirement then, yes. And thank you for the welcome to the hobby. Yeah, it's very diverse, lots to explore, so I could see it as being one of those lifelong things. For me, I'm still working. I'm a little bit younger, a little bit more in the middle of my career. I do more of the IT focus. But photography must have been really nice, especially if you get a chance to be creative. Is that something along the lines of what you had a chance to do? Over to you.
Well, I started out as a creative and then went into retail and then photo finishing and digital imaging. So I then worked with creatives, and my company did some creative work, original creative work itself, but most of it was service bureau work such as photo finishing, developing and printing film, or digital imaging, high-res scanning, outputting to various devices, image manipulation, Photoshop classes, stuff like that. So had a wonderful time in the industry, and I hated to close that company, but I saw that the industry was poised for a collapse in the early 2000s, so I decided to close and put those assets into commercial real estate, and that was the end of that, unfortunately. But I then went into academia and started teaching. So what did you do in IT? I, by the way, in my company, I was, of course, the jack of all trades, right? So I was the default IT support technician for everything computerized. We had 29 PCs. We had 5 PIC-32 operating system operating a point of sale with smart terminals. Had a couple of SunSpark stations running high-resolution scanners with Linux or Solaris, and a Mac or two. So when I closed the company, I just gave my family all knew Max and said, "Don't bother me with any technical questions." So what did you do in IT, Luke? Go ahead.
So actually kind of similar, jack of all trades sort of deal. I started out actually in consulting from school, then shifted over to the other end, doing hands-on technology support for small, medium businesses, so pretty much full stack support. Seeking infrastructure management roles, and now I'm still focused around some of the technical IT, but more in a management role. So I have a team of people that I lead through all of our technical challenges. Still with a rewarding experience in terms of the organization that I deal with, lots of variety. So it's keeping me on my toes. Lots to learn, specializing now also in security over the last couple of years, actually last 10 years. So, yeah, lots of growth, lots of opportunity, but always IT. Over to you.
Yeah, well, of course, there are always opportunities for learning, right? I mean, the whole point of business is innovation, so there are always new technologies, new processes, new challenges, shifts in demographics and supply chain and HR and you name it, right? So, and I was teaching a doctorate program in business administration, so that covered all of it, from finance to sourcing to product development, the whole Megillah, and that was actually a pretty nice gig. For the last 5 years or so, I was teaching all online, so I didn't have to commute to campus or anything. It was really nice. VA3 OLM, this is KI1N.
That sounds like a very nice transition. In any case, Rob, I will need to go. I do need to get off my radio and get the kids to bed and ready for bed. So it was very nice talking to you. Nice to meet you, Peyton. Have fun tonight on the airwaves. The propagation has been pretty good. I've been able to reach Italy. Actually, I was throughout the day, so I guess it's a little bit different. I was able to reach out to Italy, Slovenia, heard a little bit of Germany, and Brazil as well. So I got a nice mix, and I hope you get the same as well. I think you're well positioned in Connecticut to get some good reception. So with that, I'm going to say my 73. Wish you my 73, and again, thank you for the contact, and maybe we'll talk in the future. This is VA3 OLM.
Yeah, I hope we do, and it's very nice meeting you. Luke, we'll catch you again. 73, VA3 OLM. This is Kilo India, 1 November in Connecticut. Clear.
Thank you. Have a great night. KI1N. This is Victor Alpha 3, Oscar Lima Mike, clearing. Thanks. Bye.
Good night, Luke. Yeah, the Juliet station, say again? Boy, I'm not sure we're going to be able to make it. All I heard was the Juliet. Let's try one more time, please. Go ahead. I got Juliet 66 Charlie something. Am I getting close? Okay, I got the Charlie Delta, and the Juliet 66 is not right? I can't tell what you're saying. Try counting. Okay, Juliet 8 Charlie Delta, is that right? Oh, thank you very much, and thank you for your patience. Kind of a light signal, I had trouble understanding, but I got it now. Juliet 88 Charlie Delta. This is Kilo India 1 November. Well, thank you very much for the call. The name here is Bob, Bravo, Oscar, Bravo. The name is Bob. And I've got your signal report at 3x333 in Connecticut. QSL? Okay, very good. Well, 20 watts, you're doing a very good job for 20 watts. I guess all the water surrounding the island is giving you a good ground plane, Roger? Okay, very good. Well, I've got a marginal copy on you. I mean, I got your signal, but it's kind of light here. But, that's probably because you're running low power. I'm running 1,400 watts here from Anand G2. So I'm running a little higher power to a fan dipole up around 50 feet. Roger? Okay, well, I didn't copy all of that, but conditions are probably not all that great for us at the moment. But hey, look, thank you very much for the contact, and I hope to catch you again under a little bit better conditions. So for now, 73, Juliet 88, Charlie Delta. This is Kilo India 1 November. Anybody else on frequency? This is Kilo India 1 November.
India 1 November. Here is November 6th, Mike Uniform Delta 162.
Hey, very good, Craig. November 6th, Mike Uniform Delta from Kilo India 1 November. Hey, we're actually talking from a G2 to a G2. How cool is that? You got a good signal into Connecticut this evening. You're about 5x5, 55, and I'm running 1.4 kilowatts from a Mercury Lux to the fan dipole up around 50 feet. How are you copying me there, Craig? Go ahead.
Okay, Bob Rogan, think about 5.7. I'm running about, let me see here, about 180 watts, 1,400 watts. Using an RCKS amplifier, I'm running a loop, a 3-meter loop, only up about maybe 25, 30 feet. So, here, but just enjoying San Diego there, Bob. Good audio, real nice audio. I'm running a Tourism 7 microphone, with a little bit of processing done by a 2496 Behringer. I don't really know.
Yeah, very good, Craig. Well, the audio sounds very, very nice. Doing a good job with that. And I'm not using any external audio boxes at all. I'm just using the EQs and CFCs and whatnot in Thetis. I am running a Heil headset. This is the ProSet IC. And I got this from my ICOM 7300, but I was able to profile this pretty well for the Anon, so was glad to see that. And I get some, it seems to work out pretty well, so happy about that. How long have you had the G2 there, Craig? Go ahead.
I've had the G2 for about 9 months. I've had to send it back for repair one time. So far, I'm pretty happy with it. I used to have a Hermes Light 2 for about a year. I loved it, so then I upgraded to the Anon. So I like the G2, a real nice radio. I've got the black face, so I never use any of the other Poly HDSDR or any other software. I'm strictly a Thetis guy. And all of those bells and whistles and problems.
Yeah, me too. I do have the display version, and I got this. This was one of the initial releases, I think. I got this in August of last year, of 23, August of 23. So I've had it about a year and for a year and 5 months. Wow, the time is going by. And yeah, when I first started using this, I had to do some work on it. The XLR labeled input did not bond to the chassis, so I had to replace that socket with one that would ground to the chassis to get rid of an audio echo on that input. And the front mic input was wired incorrectly, so I ended up having to change out the ribbon cable going from the display board to the Saturn board, and I had to put a crossover connection in it. But little things like that just kind of happens with Apache Labs. But other than that, it's been working reliably so far. Go ahead. The frequency is in use.
California, so that's close there. Very good there, Bob. You sound really good. And I know you're on the headset microphone too, so you sounded really good there. I like the sound of that. So anyway, I know it's a tough topic for you. I've got about an extra morning because I'm in San Diego, so you're right at the bottom. But when you do come up out of the noise, the audio does sound good there. So congratulations on the G2. I still think it's one of the best radios out there for the money. You do this. There's so much that is needed. And what you need is always upgrading. So anyway, we're good. Bob, have a good evening out there. Connecticut. I won in from anything on a log repair there.
Okay, very nice, Craig. Well, it's really nice to meet you for the first time. I usually hang around this frequency, more typically late morning or sometimes early afternoon. But sometimes I do get on around this time in the evening before turning in. But hey, nice to catch you. Yeah, I agree with you. I think the G2 is a lot of radio for the money. And I just love all the features. I've been playing with diversity reception and noise cancellation and some of the newer NR2 features, and it's been just a blast. So I like it a lot. In fact, on my QRZ page, I detailed some of the the work I've been doing on copying weak signals. So if you get a chance, maybe have a look at that. Maybe you'll find some of that information helpful. But anyhow, for now, have a great evening, 73, Craig, and look for you again. November 6th, Mike Uniform Delta. This is Kilo India 1 November. Take care.
All right, 730 out there, 9 hours. You can go ahead. Good evening.
Kilo Delta 9 Zulu Sierra Lima.
Good play up to 151 around 150.
Yeah, good evening, and thank you very much for QS Flying. We'll catch you again. Hello, CQ, CQ, CQ. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ40. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ 40 meters. Here is Kilo India 1 November, KI1N, Kilo India 1 November, calling CQ40 and listening. Anyone?
Kilo Delta 9 Zulu Sierra Lima.
Yeah, the Kilo Delta 9 station. Say again, please.
Kilo Delta 9 Zulu Sierra Lima.
Okay, Kilo Delta 9 Zulu Sierra Lima. This is Kilo India 1 November. Hey, thank you for the call and good evening, Jeff. Nice to meet you for the first time, I think. The name here is Bob, Bravo, Oscar, Bravo. And you've got a fairly decent signal into Connecticut, a little bit light, but can copy you okay. How's copy there, Jeff? Go ahead.
Yeah, you were coming in really, really good a little bit ago. But you're down in the weeds a little bit, but I'm still getting you. Oh, yeah, I'm running a Icon 7300 with a ground plane, 5H ground plane.
Oh, very good. Well, yeah, you're doing okay here. I'm able to copy you pretty solid. I've got you about S3 here. But 5x3, no problem right now. The rig here is the Anon G2. I'm running 1400 watts at the moment to a fan dipole up around 50 feet. The weather here is 28 degrees, so not a bad day today. How's things in, where are you? Are you in Washington? No, I'm not sure. Wisconsin. You're in Wisconsin, aren't you? Go ahead, Jeff.
I'm southern Wisconsin. It's about 28 degrees here, too.
Oh, very good. That means that's probably the weather we're going to have tomorrow or the day after. Go ahead.
Yeah, roger. Yeah, I hooked up an old Maverick 250 linear amp I had for 11 meters, and I got it running on 40 meters, and it seems to be working almost 500 watts.
Wow, that sounds that sounds pretty interesting. Was it not made for 40 meters?
Well, it was made in the 70s, the Maverick by DNA for, they say 10 meters, but they used it on CDs.
Well, how is it you're able to use it on 40 meters?
It still has the control knob on it, and it wasn't rewired.
Oh, okay, very good. So you have a control to set it for 40. That's nice. And are you sure you're getting 400 watts out of it?
Yeah, I got a dozy meter. It's actually, when I modulate a little higher, it goes almost to 600 watts right now.
Wow, good for you. Well, you must be happy with that, huh?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I bought a Amazon 600. It came in the mail and got all bashed up, so I was trying to rebuild that. All the tubes are broke because the guy didn't ship it right.
Ah, that's a shame. And sometimes tubes are hard to find nowadays. So, Jeff, how long have you been a ham?
Well, I got my first technician test last February. 8 months later, I took my general, and I'm studying for the better one.
So you've been a ham, what, for about a year or year and a half?
Yes. Always wanted to do it my whole entire life, but nobody would tell me how to do it. There's always CD stuff and stuff.
Yeah, well, a lot of ham radio operators, end up getting the license after being in CB for a while. So, that's very typical. And it's nice to hear you on the air. Say, Jeff, do you still have your general ticket?
General ticket? I think so.
Yeah, okay, well, I just wanted to give you a heads up that you're actually operating out of your band privileges. And for general class license holders, you need to stay above 7180. Roger?
Oh, I didn't notice that. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I was just tuning to see if I could pick up anybody.
Yeah, I understand, but we cannot continue this QSO. But, hey, thanks for the call. I hope to catch you again within your band privileges. 73 there, Jeff. KD9ZSL. This is Kilo India 1 November.
73.
Anyone else around? This is Kilo India 1 November. Hello, CQ. Calling CQ. CQ40. Calling CQ. CQ 40 meters. Here is Kilo India 1 November. KI1N. Kilo India 1 November. Calling CQ40 and listening. Anyone?
Delta Mike, Kilo Golf 8 Delta Mike in southeastern Ohio.
Yeah, Kilo Golf 8 Delta Mike. This is Kilo India 1 November. Hey, thank you for the call. And good evening, Don. This is, I think, our first time meeting each other, so pleased to meet you. The name here is Bob. Bravo, Oscar, Bravo. And you've got a nice signal into Connecticut, 5x9. Beautiful copy. How's copy there, Don? Go ahead.
Real fine, Bob. You're about 10 over 9 here. That's fine.
Well, you're doing very well with your signal, your S9 Plus, so no problem copying whatever. And being just a little bit west of, I think, well, you're near West Virginia. I forget whether you said east or west of it. But on Belmont, Ohio, and the Kenwood 450. Very nice. Well, it's nice you got back on the air here after a little rest, I guess. I was off the air for 35 years. I got on in the 70s and was active through that decade and the 80s, but then got off the air for 35 years only because life kind of got in the way and priorities shifted. You know how it is when you're growing a family and a new business and whatnot. And so then a few years ago I got back on the air because I was thinking about retiring. And I just retired in December from teaching, and I'm 76 years old here, and before teaching I worked in the photo industry, ran my own company for 35 years. So back she comes, KG8 Delta Mike from Kilo India, 1 November. I do. We had pretty much the same weather that you did, and it's 26 here right now, but we had 6 below one morning, and then 1 below the next morning, and then 11 degrees, and it's been climbing up, you know. So this morning it was like 20 degrees. It was great, and it got up to like 39 degrees or 40, so it's almost like shirt sleeve weather, you know. But yeah, you're right. The past few years, we've been spoiled with very mild winters. And this winter, I guess we're getting a little more cold temperature, but still not bad with the snow accumulation. We've had a few very small storms, you know, 1 or 2 inches each. And we're supposed to get some flurries tomorrow, and then a couple of snow showers, I think they said Thursday and Friday, which means probably, I'm guessing, 1 inch, you know, or perhaps 2. At least that's what the expectation is right now, I think. But, you know, past winters, you know, by this time of the season, we'd have 5.5 feet of snow on the roof, you know. So we're very thankful for what we've got, let me tell you. So okay on the landscaping job, and yeah, I can see why that would be seasonal. lucky they're not asking you to plow. Well, I guess you don't have to plow, do you, in Ohio all that much? Well, at least not the past few years. But this working for a living nonsense certainly gets in the way, doesn't it? Well, I hope to have some more time for the radio, and I think I will. I've got a couple of projects I have to work on here, but other than that, I do have more free time. I've been doing some reading and stuff like that, so it's all good. And let's see, did you tell me how long have you been a ham there, Don? Go ahead.
Real fine, Bob. Let's see, about 34 years, I think. Since October 92. So, I used to really enjoy 40 meters, mostly CW, and I still get on there. Try to get my code speed back up. But, I had a lot of fun, back in the early 90s with CW. I started as a novice, worked my way up. I think I was one of the last advanced classes like these back, I can't remember, 2000, whenever they did away with it. Maybe it was around 2007. Does that sound close? I don't know. But anyway, I don't get on the phone too much. I used to really write you quite a bit locally on 2-meter FM. The only ones that gone, my buddies play, and nobody really talks on 2 meters around here anymore. Well, it's out here and there, but it's nothing like it used to be. I wonder if it's the same scenario up your way. And if you get a chance, you let me know what you're using there on John South. It sure sounds real good. Real good audio.
KG8DM from KI1N. Well, thank you for the nice report. And let's see. Well, first of all, the 2 meters. Yeah, I agree with you. I got a 2-meter rig 2 or 3 years ago, and I had 1 QSO on it, and now it's just been sitting here in the box. And I just put it away. The QSO was, let's say, not up to par. The guy I caught was, I guess, in a foul mood or something, and there was nobody else on the air at all, and it was very quiet, so I kind of gave up on that. So I have a brand new rig with 1 QSO on it, but I'm sure it still works fine. Hi. And yeah, the rig here that I'm running on HF, this is the Anon V2 made by Apache Labs, and this is an SDR radio, and I'm running 1400 watts at the moment to a fan dipole up around 50 feet. And I really love the SDR stuff. I started off with an ICOM 7300 3 years ago, or a little over 3 years ago, and then about a year and a half ago I got this SDR radio, and I'm still learning how to use it. It's really a lot of fun. It's got lots of capabilities and features on it to copy weak signals and the noise level and stuff, but it runs with an external computer, and takes a little bit of getting to know all of the 1,000 controls that it has. So there's a lot to learn, but I kind of went into it knowing that, so I have the time now to put more time into learning it. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, certainly. Like I said, it sounds great, and I think, like I said, it's going to be a as bad, so I might have to look into it, but this rig, like I said, it's probably, you know, at least 1990 or 89, 90, I think, Kenwood 450s came around. So, I can't complain, and she's been a good one, but it wouldn't hurt to upgrade one of these days. Well, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Over.
Yeah, I understand. And yeah, don't let yourself go without having a rig you can operate. And well, you know, there are places that you can send these things out to get fixed too. So I guess that's one avenue. Or you could just kind of dig in there yourself and see if you can figure it out. I have my old Ft8 Delta mic here that I had in, I think, 1980 I got it. And I'm going to put that back on the air one of these days. But first I'm going to have to go through it and recap it and whatnot. I did turn the receiver on and it receives fine. But I didn't want to power up the transmitter with high power, you know, until I got a chance to go through it. And now that I'm not working, that's one of my projects that's on my bucket list. And, oh, you asked me about the advanced class. I don't know when they did get rid of that. I'm not sure. I had an advanced class ticket at one time in the 70s. And I went through all the license steps, novice, technician, general, advanced and extra. And in fact, I used to teach the ham radio classes back then for a few years, and that was a lot of fun. I also spent a lot of time with CW for a year or two. That's all I did with CW, nothing else. And I really got my speed up to conversational levels. That was really cool. And then I kind of got away from it, you know, how you go through phases. So I was in it for quite a while, and then, boom, all of a sudden I was into either phone patching or something else. But I still have my bencher paddles here, and I did have a QSO a couple of years ago, just to make sure I still remembered how to work CW. It was only like 10 or 15 words a minute, but I'm sure I could pick up my speed again once I spent some time with it. But I still remembered it at least, got a QSO in. So not everything is lost in the mind just yet. KG8 Delta Mike, this is Kilo India 1 November.
Kilo India 1 November, KG8 your signal's still holding up real well. Solid 10 for 15 over. Sound like you're right next door. So that's a pleasure. Well, back in the 80s, and even the 70s, I had an interest in radio, and I was licensed under my dad, you know, on Citizens Band, and I used to sit in the pickup truck and talk to people if they would talk to a kid, you know. I wish I would have ran into a ham back then, but I didn't know any at the time. And I recall going up to the library and some of the
Yeah, well, I got into CB in 62 or 63, and at that point, everyone was using their call sign, and all operations were legal, and in fact, the bands weren't even open in 62, 63, as I recall. There was an opening a few years later that really shocked us because we didn't know you could talk such distances, but there was some band openings, and wow, how cool was that, And then in the 70s, I was off CB already, and I don't know how I managed to get to the local ham radio club, but I guess I heard about it somehow, and when they were having meetings, so I went down to one of their meetings, and that's how I got into amateur radio. And I was very fortunate. There was a welcoming club. They were very active, and they were offering classes, so I went to their classes, and that's how I got my novice ticket, and then my general, and went on from there. So that was a good way to do it. And it's hard if you have no resources near you. It's like anything. It's very hard to do something on your own. So unless you've got somebody who you can ask questions from and stuff like that. Oh, I know. On CB, I met a ham radio operator, and he was telling me about his exploits. I went over to his house, and he had a Yaesu, and he showed it to me. What a beautiful rig. And he wasn't even active on ham. He just listened, but he was active on CB. Go figure. But his call was WA1LQC, and I later had skeds with him, or I caught up with him on amateur radio. First it was CB, but then I hooked up with him on ham radio. It was very interesting. He was an interesting guy. I liked him a lot, and learned a lot from him. We had long QSOs, well into late night, up until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Talk about all kinds of stuff. Very interesting guy. So that was my beginnings in amateur radio, and a lot of fun. But then in the mid 80s, I opened a new company, and then found out we were going to have another child, and the story goes on, so priorities shifted. But now I've finally come back, and it's amazing. I've met a lot of guys, Don, who have the same kind of story. They were on early on years ago. They got out of the hobby for whatever reason, and they're just coming back now, or the past couple of years, So I'm not the only one, I guess. KG8DM from KI1N.
9 Zulu 4 Kilo, Golf, sorry, 9 Zulu 4 Kilo, that's a Golf Kilo Mike. This is Papa Japan 4, wave your hand, I hope you have nice also, and I will see you again, okay? My now, say okay, have a good night, Roger, bye-bye, have a good night.
Alpha India 4, Charlie Oscar. Alpha India 4, Charlie Oscar. That is correct, QSL. I'm in Florida. I have you a 5-5. Well, thank you very much for the 5 and 9, and I'm hoping you make a lot of contacts tonight. Well, thank you very much. I'll say 7-3. It's bedtime here, so 7-3, and have a good evening. And I started off years ago playing piano. Then my piano teacher died, and I figured I must have killed her with my poor play, so I went to guitar. And, through high school and stuff, was playing it, and then occasionally through photo school and whatnot. But then, got away from it, like a lot of things. And one of my son-in-laws keeps seeing the guitar here, and he finally, for Christmas, decided to give me a set of new strings and said, you should string that thing up and get it going again, because he likes to play guitar. So I said, yeah, one of these days. So today I actually did. I restrung it, and oh my God, were the frets corroded? You wouldn't believe it. So of course I got all the strings off, and I had to clean it all up with brass cleaner and stuff. And this is a harmony guitar. And I guess they're not the greatest guitars in the world. I noticed the action is quite high on it. And I used to play electric guitar, and the action was very, very low on that, right? So very, very easy to play. I just got the strings on it, and I tuned it,
but I know it needs to stretch for a day or two, you know. Then I'll have to retune the strings again. But it's interesting. They now sell picks with a frequency sensor in it, and it tells you what note you're playing. So if you want to tune the strings, you just clip it with the pick, and it tells you whether it's an E string, an A, or whatever. I mean, how easy is that, right? So, anyways, not that I needed that, but that's cool to have. So and by the way, it was on sale for 99 cents. I mean, how can you go wrong? So that's what motivated me to restring it. I saw this on AliExpress, one of the Chinese importers. So I got the pick. And I said, well, I might as well switch out the strings on that guitar. So I did that, and I might start playing it. But boy, it's got a high action. I'm going to see if I can adjust it. It doesn't have any screws to adjust the action. I may have to take the bridge out and just sand it down, you know, and see if I can get the strings a little closer to the keyboard to make it a little easier. Either that or I have to go out and get a new guitar or something. But anyhow, I thought that was interesting. You're talking about guitars, and I just got my guitar going again. Now I'm going to have to find all my sheet music, because we got that, you know, stored away for the past 40 years or more, probably 50, well, no, probably 45 years maybe since I've played. But anyhow, we'll get back to that. Of course, it's going to take me a year to get my calluses back again. That's the bummer of it. You know, those calluses, when I stopped playing, they lasted for like a year and a half, 2 years. And of course, that's probably because that's how long it took to build them up, right? I don't know. Hey, we'll see you later, Don. Nice meeting you, and you have a good evening. Kilo Golf 8 Delta Mike. This is Kilo India 1 November 73. Yeah, Don, and yeah, I hang around this frequency typically, either early afternoons or sometimes in the evening. Nice talking to you. Catch you again. KG8DM, KI1N clear.
KI1N. You copy. KE3HJ, Kilo Echo 3, Hotel Juliet. Over. Yeah,
sure do. Kilo Echo 3, Hotel Juliet. This is Kilo India 1 November. Hi, Dave. Nice to hook up with you again. Boy, it's been a while since we spoke. I see July 2023 here. So this must be our annual QSO. Actually, no, it's more than that. So I don't know what it is. So how have you been, Dave, and what's new? Go ahead.
Hi, Bob. Good to hook up with you again. And I'm now, I guess, speaking to the recently retired Bob. I've actually been off the air for a while. And so I've temporarily moved into a one-bedroom apartment. Replace the wire with something around 40-meter range, 60 feet, and run it up in the bedroom. So I'm operating on my desperation antenna, Bob. Desperation antenna. It's a 40 through 10 end-fed half-wave, indoors, draped around 3 10-foot walls in the bedroom, which is about 15 feet.
I was writing that down. You can't make this stuff up. So, oh my goodness gracious, the desperation antenna. That's a good term for it. Well, you know, I got to tell you, it's working. So, it can't be all that bad, right? I didn't look at the estimator, but I probably got you 5x5 here in Connecticut. So, and you know, one of the tricks to getting a decent signal out is the audio, and you've got good audio, it seems. So, you know, that's really in your favor, and I have no problem copying you, even if the signal is a little weak, you know. So congratulations on that, Dave, and welcome back to ham radio. So I wonder what got you to sell the house, and are you going to buy another house? Is the apartment temporary, or are you going to stay there for a while? Fill me in on all the details. And let's see, I've got some new stuff going on here since we last spoke. In August of 2023, just about, I think a week after we spoke, I got a new radio in. I got the Anon G2, which is an SDR radio. When you and I spoke last, I was on the 7300, which I still have here, but I now have the SDR radio from Anon, and been having a lot of fun exploring the new features with the external computer and software and stuff like that. And I'm running 1300 watts at the moment to a fan dipole up around 50 feet. So that's the station here. And yeah, you're right, I retired last month. So now I'm officially a lazy bum. So joining the rest, hopefully, or happily. So what are you doing these days? You working? You retired? Why are you in the apartment? And what's your story there, Dave? KE3HJ from KI1N. Oh no, did I lose you there, Dave? KO4RED, I think it is. This is KI1N. Let me know if I got that call sign correct. Thank you for relaying that, and I appreciate that very much. No, I don't hear him at all. That's strange, because he was coming in here no problem whatsoever. So I wonder if the band switched on us, or yeah, I guess that must be what it is, because nothing has changed here that I know of. By the way, if I got your call right, your name is Chris, I guess. Maybe I don't have it right, though. Name here is Bob. Go ahead. Oh, okay, very good, John. Thank you. Yeah, I've got the call sign correct. So, that's unfortunate, David. If you can hear me, I can't copy you at all, not even in the picture, so the band must have switched. John, maybe you can ask Dave if he could copy that. Go ahead. He was, hold on a second, got to scroll the sheet here for a second. He was Kilo Echo 3 Hotel Juliet, KE3HJ. His name is Dave. Yeah, very good, John. I guess could he hear me or not? Yeah, he was a nice guy. I had talked to him a year and a half ago, so we were just about to catch up. So that's really interesting. Well, maybe he had some problems with his power, or the band just crapped out on us in that direction, which is entirely possible. By the way, you've got a good signal into Connecticut here, John. I've got you 5x757. No problem. Go ahead. Yeah, okay, very, very good, Chad. Well, I appreciate the relay, and it's nice to meet you for the first time. And I think I'm going to QRT now. It's about my time to turn in for the evening. But you have a great evening. Hopefully we'll catch you again down the log. Kilo Oscar 4, Romeo Alpha Victor. This is Kilo India 1 November 73, John. Okay, good night, John.
Fine, but this is a unique radio, Jim. Over. Yeah, very good there, Jim. Whiskey Alpha 4 Tango Victor November, AA9NN. Yeah, and frankly, I had a 7610 as well, and had an early one, and I didn't have any problems with it. It was a nice radio for sure. And I had a 101MP as well, and a 101D, and I seem to go through radios here quite a bit. The 101MP I had real good luck with. It was a good radio, but I wanted to run it remotely, and I could never get that interface to work correctly. And the 101D is, I picked up one of those most recently. I had a low drive linear, and I wanted to run that. I'm actually running this radio into a Kenwood TL922A, and I'm only, like I said, 750 watts, and it seems to be working okay. I used the interface that I had for the 7610 on this, but at any rate, no, and I'm running the SM50 mic. So, like I said, and I appreciate the feedback. I'm trying to dial a few things down here. It's getting it so it runs halfway decent. Over.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit better with what the things to make them like better. So I got a K4, K4, and I'm probably going to sell it.
Yeah, no, I have. They're pretty interesting. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm going to take it down to St. Clark with me here in the next month.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I was on CW earlier on the bottom of 20 as well, and the thing works well on CW here. It's a beefy radio. My God, I mean the mainframe of this thing is huge, and apparently one of the reasons they built the server into it. So I got it on the network right away, and I was talking to my son. He's an IT guy, and when I get the software figured out, when I get it, I'm going to load that on my laptop so I can run this thing remotely.
Yeah, that's one thing I probably, well, not with my existing internet is, but I really consider that. And I didn't corrode into that, but the problem is, I'm on T-Mobile home internet here, so it probably wouldn't work.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they talk about high bandwidth internet in the house itself. You know, when you connect the head, you can move the head around if you want to, but you got to have gigabit Ethernet internally in the house, which I do. And then I'm running AT&T fiber in and out of the house here, so I don't have the bandwidth restrictions. But you know, if you're going to operate into it remotely with the software, and I'm going to run it. I'm going to run it on my laptop, and I've got a couple trips coming up. I'm going to be out in California here in a couple of weeks, and I want to get it. I want to get it ready, so at least I can try it. You know, I'm not going to run the amplifier or hook it up that way. I'm mainly interested in, you know, just being able to get on a band and listen, and then potentially operate if I can do it right. Yeah, no, that's interesting. I did not realize that. So I did turn down the processor a little bit here as well, and so hopefully not overdriving so much. It's only a couple, about 5 dB of processor. Over. Yeah, very good there, Jim. Yeah, WA4TVN, AA9NN. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, and good to hear you. Again, very nice signal. You're a little 20 to 30 over here, so great signal as well. And you're on the 101 MP, are you? Yeah, sounds great. All right, my friend, 73, I appreciate it, and we'll run into you later. 73 from AA9NN. Thanks, Jim.
Kilo 9, Kilo, Quebec, X-ray. Yep, that's a QSL. Hey, good evening. Name here is Mike. Got you a really good copy up here, solid 5.9, up in the western suburbs of Chicago. Back to you.
Yeah, you're about the 10th time, Mike, that I've talked to. You go by Michael Michael.
Nah, go by Mike.
Yeah, Mike, you're about the 10th guy from, like, I talked to a guy in Geneva, I talked to, maybe I talked to 79 tonight, kind of a pipeline from you guys tonight.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that earlier. Yeah, I mean, this last go around, you were 5.9 plus 10. It's remarkable. It's like you're like down the street on a 2-meter repeater. It's pretty impressive, I must say. And yeah, just been listening for a little bit with the previous conversation. And yeah, my radio here is an FTDX 5000 with a Mercury 3 amplifier, doing about 850 to 900 watts right now. So it got a little power to it, and a fan dipole antenna. Back to you, K9KQX.
So I'm putting out about 500 watts into a DSP purple, and on the issue FTDX 101MP, and I got the 5 and 9 here. I was going to say 5 and 7, then it was 5 and 8, then if you went up to 5 and 9, things up and down a little bit. But yeah, I've had a pipeline with these guys tonight, and something to see how
Yeah, really, it's pretty weird. And I don't know, just that's how the ball bounces, I guess, with the ionosphere. And yeah, your audio quality sounds real good. Good tone to it. Full sound, just real nice, pleasant. You got it tuned up very well. If you did any equalization on the microphone, it sounds nice. If you didn't, then it's just a good pairing with the microphone. I suppose with that 101, those are nice receivers. I have one for transceivers. I got a friend of mine with one of those down in Tennessee. He likes it a lot. I don't know. I've been happy with the 5000, and then it's so expensive to buy another radio. I guess this one I have to break before I bite the bullet to move up to another one. But this one's been working well. I've had it since I want to say 2018. That's when I purchased it, and it was used when I bought it, but it was mint shaped, so I've had it this entire time. It's the longest radio I've had, actually. I went through a huge rash of different radios when I first got licensed in 2015. With a 7300, an FTDX 3000. And I settled on this one. I really like it quite a bit. K9KQX.
Yeah, so I've been through a bunch here too. I've got K3 set up here. I just sold my Icon 77. I had a 7700. Probably a 7700 for a while. And I was looking at it. I did shoot a Ft8 91 that I bought used. Real wonderful. I don't know if I'm on. And then I've got a 10-inch TF50, which I still need to do one more thing. One or two more things to it. But I bought it for $200 to fix it. It's not fun. So I'll pound them a little bit when I can. I'm not an expert though. But let me see what else is out there. I'll say 7.3 for now. Thanks for coming back to me. And help you upgrade me and upgrade this with some more issues. K9KQX, I'll listen to your final
WA4TVN, K9KQX. Hey, no problem. I get it. Have a good night. We'll talk to you later sometime. 73 for now.
73 might try to get everybody in there. I know there was a big massive pile up earlier, so I don't know if it's still massive, but we're trying to get everybody in there. Let me just see. Is there any GX on frequency? Yes, right. TCDX, WA4TVN. Somebody in the background. Try one more time. Wow, you're really down in the noise. You're really in my noise. Try it one more time. November Yankee 4 Delta X-ray NY4DX. NY4DX. EX station was kind of light. Try it one more time. No copy. NY4DX, go ahead. Yes, good evening there. NY4DX for the call. Lucky there, what's your call sign? Go ahead. Yeah, call sign here is Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November. USC Norman in California. Is this out? Yes, sorry about that. My remote won't transmit. Anyways, yeah, transmitting remote here in Victorville, California. I heard you, my friend. Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November. Television Network, Nigeria. You're coming, Sugar 9. Sugar 9 here, over. Yeah, Roger, copy, Sugar 9. You're positive with me, 50-inch. Your message, should work you. Are you near the fire? Are you near the fire? Oh, lucky we're not near the fire. We're 18 miles away. But my heart felt to those who are affected there. I know there's a lot of properties and life. I think 28 casualties. Go ahead. Yeah, Roger. Yeah, it's terrible. It really is. Well, I hope you stay safe out there. Fire guys are saying, and did you get any rain? I think they were talking that you all were getting some rain.
it's better than nothing, is what they said. And you're in Florida, I assume, right?
No, I'm in Virginia, Victor Alpha. I'm not in Florida, I'm in Virginia, over.
Oh, Virginia, where the Federal Bureau of Injustice is located, right? Yeah, the FBI, is it the FBI headquarters in Virginia, right? I called that Federal Bureau of Injustice before, right?
I don't like that thing. I always think they're in Washington, D.C. I don't know. That's a long way from me. So. Anyhow, we're at 7-3 p.m. We have a great evening, and look forward to the next one. And hope you have a wonderful evening, great rest of the week. Anyhow, I'll listen to your final, Norman. NY40S, W848.
No problem. I just remember something. Okay, thank you. Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November. This is NY48. Just standing by, monitoring here on 7178. Nina 48, standing by. Back to you there, over.
Roger. 7-3, Norman. 7-3, all that. NY40S, W848. Where is that? This is Whiskey Alpha 4. Tango Victor November.
November.
Kilo
Juliet 5, Hotel Golf. This is David in Baytown, Texas, about 30 miles east of downtown Houston.
Yeah, Roger, David. Kilo Juliet 5, Hotel Golf, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November. Nice to meet you, David. Come back and we get a signal report.
Everybody sounds great tonight.
Roger, you're 5 and 6 here. But this radio, it kind of gives me CGS in your road.
Well, I'm working on 100 watts on an FT991 and a homemade fan dipole that I've just been working on all day. Anyway, had it up for about 6 months, and everything's working.
Oh, that's great. It's great. It's fun to make your own antenna. It's fun to roll with products and see if it works. That's my attitude. See if it works and see if you get a decent match. So I'm going to go, David, because a lot of other people calling and I'm about ready to shut down here. So I'm going to try to take a few more real quick and then go to your team. 7-3, David, KK5, Hotel Golf, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November 7-3.
Thanks for the contact, 73 KK5 HHT.
Tango, go ahead.
Hey, it's November 0, Tango Dan, Fort Worth.
Roger, David, November 0, Tango, that's a phone call on set. Like that one. There you are, see your face up there. See where it's at, if it works, you can call and you can signal for it.
Okay, yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, you're a solid 15 over. Really clean audio, just signal back.
Yeah, that's right, Dan. It's about 5 and 6, but I think I'm looking for you. This YouTube has a CGS meter. So same thing on that meter. 5 and 6 inches, I think.
Hey, you copied 5 and 6. Yeah, it's starting to fade a little bit there, so anyway, I think there's a few more out there. Just wanted to wave a paw at you. So you take care. Have a good evening. And zero.
Roger, Dan. Tango, Whiskey Alpha 4. Tango Victor November 7-3, Dan. Yours at Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November.
November 6th, Japan, Norway.
November 6th, Japan, Norway. Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November. Name is Jim. Juliet, India Mike.
What you want is your
589 in California and San Diego. I'm glad we have a rain.
Roger from there. I'm glad you do too. It's about 5 and 60 or 56. And my friend Roy, AR6RG, I talked to him last night, and he said the OTEC mountain one is what's about the big mountain of the water there.
Yeah, about 10 feet mountain. We have a big fire also the other day, and finally we have rain. Very concern for the fire. Over.
Yeah, Roger. There's a fever up on the mountain. It got some fire to it, but it sounded like it was still on the air, like they might have to do some repairs on the tail lamps and stuff like that. Over.
Roger. Yeah, we have a repeater here in Mongolside. We don't have the power right now, no power. All the repeaters shut down because no electricity on the repeater side. Over.
Yeah, that's what Roy was telling me. So he's got to go up there and fix it. So he's one of the guys that runs that okay, anyhow, he's one of the guys that runs that. So he'll write about our cell phone and he was telling me he was watching San Diego gas explosions, this video him and watched it in real time.
Roger, yeah, that's right. We just praying for the this rain that the point here keeps 2025. And glad we have a good rain this morning, a pouring rain really good. So we have
Roger. Yeah, I'm grateful for you. Be careful out there. And hey, I'm going to pick up a few more here before I go to work meeting. So I'll take care of everybody. Okay, my man.
Okay, my friend. Thank you. And nice hearing from you out there.
Yeah, Roger. Here's 5x7 now. 57 on here. 33. And if you enjoy out there, tell them I said hello, okay?
November 0. Yeah, November 0, Victor, Juliet Victor. The name here is Mike, India Kilo Echo, and I am located in north central Iowa. Over.
Yeah, Roger. I'm trying to find the Iowa tonight. November 0, Victor, Juliet Victor. Is that Roger?
That is Roger, and you're a 5x9 in Iowa. Over.
Yeah, Roger, Mike. I just have you 5 and 4, 54, but the engagement has a NGS meter, 54. Over.
Yeah, Roger. I'm running an FTDS 10. What do you run it?
Running an FTDS 101 and 2.
Okay, Roger. I've got one of those sitting to my right of me with a M1 microphone desk mic hooked up to it. I don't use it very often.
Why don't you use it?
I don't know. I need to. It's my Rolls Royce. I'm talking on my Cadillac right now. Over.
Yeah,
No, I got too many. I got a 991 Alpha and a 950, and I just bought a Icon 9700. Over.
Yeah, I got a 9700. I got an Icon 375A over here that I use for 620, which is probably kind of cool. And then I got an LSF-K4. So I know. Just wait. We're like a builder market with radio sites.
Yeah, I know. How do you like that Icon 9700?
I don't think it's here. I also have in my save, I have a DS2000. That's my DSP radio because it does all things. I think for 2 years, I think the DS2000 is better.
Yeah, this radio, this ICOM 9700. It's only about a week and a half or so old. And matter of fact, I was just putting the programming software on my laptop earlier and getting ready to program the radio. I don't even have a program yet. Over. Yeah, roger that. I don't know. I tell you that when you just bought one, but I'm so big in years as well. Preamp 2 on the Kenwood KF 2000 is kind of a whole band on those things. It's not that great ADF radio, but it's really good. And, you know, I really wish, and I told my comment, and I'm going to tell them again, and I'm going to tell them again, I'm going to tell them again. They need to make that 9700, they need to make it a 9700K, and make it for America, and put 220 on it instead of that 1.2 gigahertz. Are you going to do any, SHF stuff with it at all? No, I'm not. I bought the 9700 ICOM for, eventually I want to get into satellite communication on 2 meters and stuff like that, over. Yeah, roger that. So I just think very few people are going to use the 1.2 gigahertz. So why not, instead of doing that, save some money, make it for the American market, put 220 on it. Yeah, I agree. I'm sitting with a popular thing to begin with because 2 meters and 440 around here is getting to be about dead. So I don't know. I'd like to do more research on the satellite communication. Darn good radio for satellite communication. Go ahead. You only did satellite one time and it did it on that Kenwood. So it worked on the Kenwood. So and I worked a lot of different receivers on that thing. It's a pretty good. It's TF 2000 is great on VHF and UHF. Hey, I'm going to pick up a few more because I'm about 10:49 here, and I'm about ready to get to QRT. I'm going to pick up a few more, and then I'm going to head out of here. So, 7:3 to you, okay? And have a great evening, and I'll listen to your final. Yeah, real good there. I didn't get it down here. What's your TCA? I'm in Central Virginia, about 12 miles north of Charlottesville. Okay, real good there. I'll say 73s there and let you make some more contacts there. So have a good one, and again, 73s. Julius Victor, North Central Iowa. Take care. Take care, Michael. 73. NETS on frequency with a CTDS with the Alpha 4. Tango Victor November.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Sierra Whiskey Foxtrot.
Delta Uniform, go ahead. Delta Uniform, give it to me several times. Give me your call through several times, over. I got Delta Uniform and Victor Yankee. Give me just the number now. Give me just the number. Delta Uniform 1, Sierra Victor Yankee, is that QSL? I got Delta Uniform 7, is that QSL Delta Uniform 7?
Punto y como 10.3, 10.4.
Mark up in Manitoba, do you have a copy on K4 Hotel Zulu Foxtrot?
K4 Hotel Zulu Fox, this is Victor Echo 4, X-ray Tango Zulu. I've got you 5555 here in Manitoba, over.
I got your 55. You were a lot stronger earlier, but you're 55 now. 55 QSL both ways?
Roger, the 55 both ways, QSL.
Thanks very much for coming back to me, Mark. I don't have many Manitoba stations, so I appreciate it. Victor Echo 4, X-ray Tango Zulu. This is K4H that have back to net with another good call. Thank you. Back to net.
Thanks for the GQG. Whiskey 8, Charlie Bravo Charlie. Whiskey 8, Charlie Bravo Charlie.
This is Whiskey 8, Charlie Bravo Charlie.
I think I might hear him in there. Very, very weak. Too close. Try one more time. Whiskey 8, Charlie Bravo Charlie. Whiskey 8, Charlie Bravo Charlie. I'm happy with Zulu 3 Tango. See my going on.
Charlie Bravo Charlie, copy you.
We don't need it.
No, we're going to be
Nobody's answering. Okay, back to that no joint, so easy, QC. Remember. Hello, coming in? Okay, line number 2, here comes through 59, beautiful signal. There you go, okay, thank you very much. Zulu 2 Tango back to net.
Whiskey 8, Charlie Bravo Charlie, trying to contact line number 10, Alpha Alpha 0, Juliet Bravo. Alpha Alpha 0, Juliet Bravo, line number 10.
This is Alpha Alpha 0, Juliet Bravo. Is this Tim, Whiskey Zulu 3 Tango?
Roger, Roger. 5959.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, you're also 59. I just noticed we hadn't worked on the early net, so thank you for the call.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for being there. Thank you, G3T.
Okay, there's two stations in there. I was working Whiskey Zulu 3 Tango.
Okay, what's your phone?
Alpha Alpha 0, Juliet Bravo.
Okay. Sorry, what's the number? Juliet Bravo. 5959 here in Florida, right?
Roger, Roger. Yeah, you're also 59, Tim. Thanks for the early net.
No problem.
You back to net, Tim?
Yes, Roger.
He's back to net.
This is Whiskey 8, Charlie Bravo Charlie. I was trying to contact line 10. I'm not sure if that went through.
Okay, yeah, Charles, I hear you. Alpha Alpha 0, Juliet Bravo. There was some confusion with the pink line. I didn't know who was calling me. I've got you 59, Charles.
Roger, Roger. You are 59 also.
And copy the 59 both ways. Thank you for the call. Sorry for the confusion.
Back to net.
and those are the system necessary to use some scale. Anyway, Alpha 1 was in the cadet. Alpha Bravo 3 Tango Whiskey. Kilo Lima 7. Yankee Kilo was in the 7. Hotel Kilo Yankee. Whiskey 0 Kilo Tango. Again, on this North Central Train Station, Roger on the river. Daniel? And I want to everyone in the system make yourself the not decided, the not going to talk. We will get the system through 7.184, plus or minus, depending on the condition, every day at 1 January. That's for the month of July. And once you're back to all stations, this station here again. You can visit our website, www.onesnet.net, for more information about that. This one is officially Terry at 1058 Zulu. The system is clear and available for normal central and communication.
70, Jason. Great job. Alpha 0 Juliet Bravo, QRT.
Great job.
KC4SKS, do you have a minute for questions?
Yeah, it's free and available. Do whatever you need to do.
VP9. You're probably familiar with that show. Anyway, guys, 7-3, all the best. W1MBB. I'll QSY around and see if I can find that Jovian and give him a hard time. W1MBB.
All right, 73s, guys. Thanks. I'm going to try to look for him myself, just to say hello. Talk to you later. I appreciate the QSO.
Who's shouting the frequencies in use? I was listening to it and I didn't hear anybody on it. But anyway, who's shouting the frequencies in use?
Matt.
That would be W1MBB.
Okay, well, we'll go back up to 7145, 7145 there. Okay, go.
Hey, Dave, I'm kidding you. You're the one that's using it. Oh, boy, this guy's got no sense of humor.
Hey, 128's still open. I just left there.
Selected, and I believe they are reviewed by the powers that be. So hopefully something will come of this one. Doesn't change the result, but there is a principle. And so Vancouver hopefully will be without any controversy. Rob, having said that, truly, my good lady and I, when we watch our side playing down under, we always anticipate this kind of thing because it's happened so many times. It's a very strange relationship, but it's a true story. Rob, it is what it is, and the bottom line is we look forward to Vancouver, Robert.
Look forward. I guess that's the way we should be. So, very good, Bill. Hey, thanks for filling me in more on this, and I'll be aware of it better. Instant replay or the guy up in the box. So now let's hope it's better for Vancouver. Like I said, maybe a change of continent will be helpful. So nice talking to you again, Bill. We always appreciate it.
Well, you must remember, if you look at the game, there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4 officials. There's the main guy with the whistle. There's one running each touch line, so that's 3 down on the field. And then the unseen official upstairs. And so you'd think between 4 of them they'd get it right. And there used to only be 1 official. And over the years it's grown to 4. So it's very strange that we still get these disputed outcomes. But as I said, it is what it is, and look forward to playing up in Canada. It'll be a lot colder, Rob, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Well, maybe that's going to, it won't be so cold as to, get freeze hands and feet and stuff like that, so maybe it will give them a little more energy. You know, sometimes you're running on a little, like, 60 or 70 degrees sort of thing. It can be very, very good for, people who need a lot of air in their lungs and a lot of strength in their legs.
Yes, well, at least it's not at altitude. And it will be more comfortable, I think, for the players than the 36 degrees Celsius that the temperature was out on the field or out on the pitch down under, which is is understandable. West Coast summer. Rob, hey, thanks for the interest. Have a good evening, okay?
Yeah, thanks. Maybe Australia was maybe they were a victim of their own climate when they got smashed by Argentina. So, yeah, we'll see. Let's look forward. Okay, Bill, thanks again. Always a pleasure. Look forward to talking to you again soon. That's 650Y with Mr. 5 here. Cheers, Bill. Have a good day.
Yes, that was justice with the result against Argentina. Good night to you. Whiskey Victor 5 Sierra, Zeta 6 Charlie Yankee. Hello, Juliet 7, November Whiskey. Hello, Jim. Thanks for waiting. Good evening. 5 and 9. Hey, I could tell. Yeah, I could tell, Jim. I was going to say maybe the band's gone out real quickly. Okay, Jim, I have to get my timing right. Spoke on top of you a couple of times. Anyhow, what I was saying, I thought, well, the band's gone out real quickly, and then you told me you're only on drive power. But you're doing very well without the big box, Jim. You're 5.9 even, isn't it? True story, Jim. And congratulations on being a 4 in the game of tennis. That's, as you say, not bad for a club player. With regard to whether the ball's in or out, I think they've got technology now which tends to deal with that. From what little I've seen, I don't watch that game much anymore. For a bunch of reasons, some of which you already alluded to. Jim, always a pleasure. Better late than never. And again, 5 and 9 on 100 watts, okay?
Okay, we'll catch up.
Good night, always a pleasure. ZS6 Charlie Yankee.
W6SDR.
56, Fox Delta Radio. As I said to the other station, now better late than never. Good evening, how are you?
Fine, it's fine. The players are pretty much all taken care of. And no smoke or ash or anything to deal with right now. Well, good evening to you, Bill. Good to hear you loud and clear as always.
Signal here in the coast of California. W6SDR, great to hear you, and you have a good evening.
No, good to hear you too. Close to plus 20 from your part of the West Coast. Of course, I'm delighted to hear no more ash, smoke, or fire for that matter. So that's good news. I suspect the investigation might take a bit longer, huh?
Who knows? They have not announced reasons for the number of these fires. I mean, they were all around. There had to be about, in total, maybe 10 or 11 different blazes over there over that 3 or 4 day period. It's like unbelievable. Anyway, I'm glad that we had a little rain. So that was a help, and I have not heard of any mudslides or anybody in the house dealing with slides or anything.
Well, I hope the rainfall isn't too heavy, because I'm aware once you lose your forestation, then the erosion can start up and be an issue to add to the misery of the damage from the fires. Now, anyhow, it is what it is, and these things have a way of the truth shall out, whatever it may be. A tragedy for all those who were affected, and of course the fatality. I'm really lost for words when it comes to what happened in Los Angeles. Having visited the place, I could identify some of the footage we were shown around Hollywood. Well, I'm pleased you came through all of that, and no doubt the resilience of the people will prevail. W6FDR, is that a 6cc one?
That's the only one. We lucked out again, and it didn't get closer than about 4 miles, so that wasn't too bad. You take care, Bill. Good to hear you. I'm going to go QRT. I had fallen asleep there at the radio, believe it or not, for about an hour. And it's just one of those things. That is 6CCY, W6FDR. I'm getting too old.
Yes, well, any operator claims he hasn't done that is being economical with the truth. Well, it means the operating chair's too comfortable. Whiskey 6, Fox Delta Radio. Have a good night. That is 6CCY.
So long, Bill.
Yeah. Okay, who's the mobile? Whiskey Echo 8, Julius Mobile in Georgia in an RV. Good evening. Pleasure to meet you. 5 and 9, real report. I'm delighted to hear your fixed RV, as it were, from Georgia at 5 and 9. Thanks for the big report. What is your name? Saltwater takeoff, 5 and 9 on 100 watts to the wire outside. And I'm in broad daylight. My sunrise was nearly 3/4 of an hour ago. So that's an exceptional result. Now, great pleasure to meet you. If I didn't tell you, forgive me. It's Bill, like B-I-double-L. And when you move along, I wish you safe travels. Now, it's my pleasure. For now, I bid you good evening, okay? good night. Zulu Sierra 6, Charlie Yankee.
Kilo Alpha 9, Yankee Papa.
Ending Papa. Who is it?
India, Yankee Papa.
Oh, got you that time. A couple of voices there still stand. Kilo Alpha 9, India, Yankee Papa. Good evening. Good to see you.
Hi, great evening. Thank you. And again, that's Sam Osborne in Brady's region. Just to jump in and say hello.
And nor should you, Stan, albeit at the end of the opening. Better late than never. You are plus 10 from Arizona, brother.
Like I said, I appreciate it, and I hope you're having a great day.
Thank you, Stan. It's picture perfect outside, just a small breeze, but a clear summertime blue sky. It's very pleasant thus far on the ranch. Stan, my pleasure. Have a good night.
You take care. This is Zero 6, CCY, K9IYT, 7-3,
7-3, cheers. Okay, who's Whiskey Yankee? Yeah, hello, Tom. Thanks for bringing Wyoming to the party, albeit a bit late. I suspect you would have been louder earlier, before my full daytime. 5 and 9, Tom, are those? The trick is the Turtle and Yagi, Tom, no doubt, with your couple of 100 watts. That makes 6 elements between us, so not surprised we hear each other rather well, even in my daytime. Tom, a pleasure, love hearing Wyoming. It's not a state I hear every night. Whiskey Yankee 7 Kilo Yankee, Zeta 6 Charlie Yankee. A very good night.
Yes, Papa 6, go Whiskey.
Okay. Oh, I heard a Caribbean accent there. 8 Papa 6, who is that?
Hi, good morning, Bill. Zulu Sierra 6, Charlie Yankee. Yes, Papa 6, go Whiskey. Wesley, over.
Hello, Wesley. Good to hear you, albeit late. You heard what I said. I'm in daytime. But always happy to hear the island. 5 and 9 from Barbados, Wesley. Hello.
Okay, yes, Bill. Likewise, you also 5-9 plus 5, something you may think about 10. But that is good. That is good. Nice 5-9 between Barbados and over.
Yeah, good job. Thanks for the 5 and 9, Wesley. Tried to call in a bit earlier, and I think you'd be well up there. But I have no difficulty hearing your voice from Barbados. Thanks for calling in. I love hearing the island. Have a good night, Wesley, okay?
Okay, there's no problem. Do take care. You and the family. Take care. Enjoy. And we can do this again. Zulu Sierra 6 Charlie Yankee. 8 Papa 6 Golf Whiskey. 7-3 Melody Bill.
Yeah, I look forward to it, Wesley. Good night. That is 6 Charlie Yankee.
Kilo 5, Mike Golf Whiskey, K5, MGW.
Kilo 5, Mike Golf Whiskey. Hello, Mark. Good evening. Long time.
Yeah, Bill, it has been a while. My friend down here in Texas, KSI Papa Victor 4, he is always telling me, I talked to Bill last night.
So, you decided to join in. Well, I'm glad you did. You would have heard me say I'm in daytime now, but you're still 5 and 9, Mark.
Roger that. Got you about 10 over here into Oklahoma tonight. Good signal as always, sir.
Thank you. Doing very well yourself from Oklahoma. Mark tried to call in earlier, as I said to Wesley out there on the island, before my daytime. But you're in the book first time 2025. Mark, have a good evening. All the best, okay?
All right, Bill. Same Same to you, sir.
Nobody 580. 7-3 mark, over it. Nobody 5, Alpha Zulu.
Sorry, Joe?
You had mentioned it. It's basically they tear in half, and you get to keep one, and they keep one, or something, wasn't it?
That's right. It's a Georgia guarantee. When it breaks, you get to keep both halves. So you make sure you've got a Georgia guarantee on it, Joe. You'll need your both halves. There's nothing worse than losing one half of the other part that's missing, you know. Martin, last call, Martin. Echo 3, Kilo Lima Romeo, last call, Martin. He's gone. Oh, so back at you there, George, Kilo November 4, United Lima Delta.
Hey, Mr. Strobel, I'm still here.
Okay, yeah, there's a hyphen after the ST. It's Saint, okay, Sierra Tango hyphen, Oval, Romeo Oscar Bravo Echo Lima Saint, okay?
Contact.
Okay, who's shouting contact?
Kilo Bravo 2, November Foxtrot Quebec, Golf Zero, EVY.
Yeah, right. Boy, you've got my call sign on the end of yours. Kilo Bravo 2, November Fox Quebec. This is Golf Zero Echo Victor Yankee. Welcome, good evening. The name's Joe. Juliet Oscar Victoria. What's your name?
Oh, hey, hi, Dove. The name here is Don, Delta Oscar November from Niagara Falls, New York. Over.
Oh, Niagara Falls, New York. I didn't know they had a Niagara Falls, New York. Do you have a waterfall there, or is it that? I thought that one was in Canada heading north.
Right, it straddles the border. Hi.
Oh, it does. All right, I didn't know that. You're not one of these guys that locks yourself in a barrel and throws yourself off, are you, Don?
Yeah, that's been done before.
Yeah, you got a very nice signal here on 12 miles north of Worcester. Let me introduce you to the group. If you've got a pen and paper, right. Well, actually, I was trying to get George to talk. George, I'm only joking about the hyphen, George. Kilo November 4 United Lima Delta. Pick up Don. George? I guess he doesn't want to call me Saint Whiskey 1 Victor Sierra X-ray.
Well, yeah, I always thought that was how you pronounced it, St. Roble. I didn't know that. Is it Strobel? I thought that was a joke. I thought it was St. Roble. Over.
Yeah, it could be either of those. I don't really know. I'll have to ask my mother who my father was. I'm not sure that she would know.
Well, they must call you something. Anyway, I'm going to change my name to St. John Smythe, or I guess you'd say St. John Smythe. That's going to be my new name.
St. John Smythe, okay, well, why don't you pick up Donna there, the Kilo Bravo 2 near Niagara Falls?
Oh, all right. Kilo Bravo 2. I didn't get the call, but this is Whiskey 1 Victor Sugar X-ray in South Florida. If you give me a shout, we'll see if we can work each other. This is W1 VSX, over.
W1 VSX from Kilo Bravo 2, November Foxtrot, Quebec. The name is Don, Delta Oscar November, QSL.
Oh, QSL, Don. Very good. You're 5 and 8? 58 here in South Florida, just north of Miami. The name here is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo. And, you're making it into South Florida real good tonight on KB2 NFQW1 VSX.
When you ask me for advice, when you tell me where to go, the only thing I can think is fuck you.
We got a very unpleasant fellow in here. Didn't get your name. Whiskey 1 Victor Sam X-ray.
Think is fuck you.
A minute, and David, hold on a minute. I'm trying to help him. He's been in here with us before, and he's having trouble with the radio, so I just want to try to help him out a little bit. Anyway, maybe another microphone will, I think, may be the situation. Maybe you lost the ground connection or something inside the mic. It sounded quite like this before. You always sounded pretty good audio.
Hey, Mel, do you have a copy on me?
Yeah, I do.
Any difference?
You're louder, but you're screechier and you're not clear.
Roger that, yeah. I've just adjusted the mic gain for this mic. Any better?
No, it's not better. I think it's the same thing. It's not the mic.
Okay, I tried one other thing. I unplugged the cat control interface. That's the only new thing. Any difference there?
Yeah, now you sound fine.
Roger, let me go back to my boom mic real quick. Hold on.
The cat control, huh? Got to put a dog control on there.
Okay, this is KI5 TGP. How copy?
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, so that's what it is. I have a new cat control box, so I can run this radio for digital modes and stuff. And it's plugged into my computer through USB, and apparently it was making some sort of ground loop.
All right, no, you sound great now. Wait, that was an easy fix.
Yeah, I'm glad that's what it was, because I've had some grounding or some RF noise issues before that took me quite a while to resolve, so I'm glad that was it. And actually, this cat control box, right now I'm using it on the TS850. I plan on having a dedicated radio. It's an ICOM 746 Pro that I'm trying to bring back to life after a lightning strike. I'm going to use that radio strictly for digital modes, and so this won't be a problem in the future.
Okay, you got it fixed there, buddy, and you can sleep good tonight.
Yes, I can, because that would have bothered me all night and all day tomorrow. So I'm glad it's good. I know you've got several other people wanting to check in, so thanks for picking me up again, Mal. KI5TGP.net. I'll be sitting by listening.
Okay, my pleasure to help you. You know that too. WB4EWS, come on in, Dave. you got a lot of bass in the audio, and I'm hearing some like connectivity problems. It sounds like it's making and breaking, and you get louder and weaker, and you're clicking in there with its head. No, there's something that's clicking in there when you move the cable. There's some sort of a port connection in there. But you were still too bassy. No, there's like ancillary noises coming in, like knockings and bangings and clickings and stuff like that. So what I want you to do is get the microphone and hold the cord right at the base of the microphone and wiggle that up and back. And then after you've done that, and tell me, go to the area where the cord plugs into your radio and wiggle that side, and I'll tell you where the sound is coming from. None of those things made a real difference. I still hear the noises, and it doesn't seem to be coming from one side. Usually, if you have a bad connection, it's going to be at the microphone connector, at the mic base, rather than at the connector going into the radio. But both can be it. But usually, if you have that, it'll make a tremendous amount of noise. It'll sound like an earthquake, And I didn't hear that, but the noise is just not coming on. It sounds like you got a lot of bass in there. What radio is it again? Did you put any equalizer settings into that radio, or are you working natural? Okay, well, I do hear an excessive amount of bass, and that may be what's rumbling around. I don't know if you're moving and rubbing it against your body, or maybe your wire is rubbing against your leg or something, but there's also some noises coming from it. I don't know if that beeping was coming from you or not. No, I hear it again. Not you. Anyway, I don't know what to tell you there. David, maybe try another mic? Sounds like you're wiggling the cord to me. Let's say something. Can you go into transmit and put the microphone down on the desk without touching it, without moving the cord? Why are you putting so much bass? Bass doesn't help your audio. Alright, okay, well, here's the story. Bass frequencies do not get you intelligibility. What gets you intelligibility is the sibilants. The sibilants are usually from 2,000 to 4,000 cycles. Those things that tell you the difference between the word 6 as in broken and the number 6 as in after 5. Bass will not help you. Bass gives you very little bit, maybe 10 or 15% of intelligibility, and the sibilants give you 85%. So to put bass in there only robs the amount of signal power that you can put out in the sibilants, even if you don't change anything. Just increasing the bass, your radio can only put out 100 watts. So if you increase the bass, what you're doing is decreasing the treble. And your audio sounds very, very muted because of that. I would tell you to put the bass control, put them all at 0. Turn them all back to 0, and let me hear you, and then we'll go from there and get you to sounding good. Put everything back to off, or as factory recommended. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, but I just want to find out now if he's got trouble with his mic cord or he's just got too much bass in there. So let me just have him shut everything off first, and then, you can get together with him and get him those directions, and they're very good. David, just shut everything down, take everything and put it back to factory or off or whatever, and let me hear you, okay? The audio has been good. Listen, you can set them back to whatever you had it set to. Take them all off now so I can tell you what to do. If not, let me get somebody else in here to talk with, because I can't help you if you won't follow what I ask. Yeah, turn the EQ off. Can you do that? He probably doesn't know where it is. It's a new radio for him. But something is wrong with it. It still sounds like you got way too much bass in there. The microphone that they give you with the 710 is a bit bassy. You need to have treble. Let me have you talk with Jim, and he'll give you new settings, and you can write down the old ones and go back to them if you want. But Jim he can email you the thing with the settings, and you ought to be terrific. Go ahead, Jim. Yeah, but I think that's like, like you need a pop filter for a high fidelity microphone, because wind can make it overload in the bass, and that's what I think he's having, but he seems resistant to trying to change it. So go ahead and get his email. He will tell you what things to put in. You can write down your old ones. You can always go back to them. Read the section in the book that tells you how to do that. You'll need to know that. It's very simple and it's very intuitive. Doesn't take long, and it'll get your audio jammed in. Very good. This calls a WA2HQL, half a quart of liquor. Whiskey Alpha 2, half a quart of liquor, and his name is Jim, and he will make you sound very good. No, just go to his. Sorry, I got it. Just go to the QRZ thing and put Whiskey Alpha 2, half a quart of liquor, WA2HQL, and then send him an email. His email is on that. Am I correct, Jim? The other thing is, when you say from, there's some air blowing by, and it sounds like you got the window open in the car a little bit, and you hear that rumbling, and it just means you got too much bass in there. And you got it set at +8. I don't know why you would ever do that. That doesn't make any sense to me. But listen to what Jim says. He's always gets it right.
Yeah, well, I did lower the double figure. I did lower, but I'm not so sure that wasn't just the receive. I did lower it, and I don't know if you heard that or not now. But maybe just the receive. I was adjusting the audio for my ears for listening and did not intend to affect the transmit. But in the process of saving stuff, there's a little glitch that occurred, and I'm not sure I went back, didn't go back to an older menu where it was problematic. So anyway, I'll go ahead and move on. I'll send the gentleman an email and get the settings and see what it's got. It's the mic that comes with it. It's not good. It's not too good. Yeah, real good. I'm talking across the mic now, and we've been down this path before with Mal, and somehow I think I got back into a previous setting group, and anyway, I'm just not getting around the menus that good because it's a newer radio to me, but I'm on the silent right now.
I don't think I've been down the path with you where you put any of my settings in, because +8, I never use +8 on the page. It doesn't serve anybody any good. It never sounds good.
But you're not hearing me now. Please listen. What I'm trying to tell you is I thought it was just affecting the receive and not the transmit. I thought I was just affecting the receive.
Well, why would you set your transmit up by going into the receive thing? There is no, I don't know, maybe that has a receive parametric equalizer. You want to go to the transmit one. I'm not listening to your receiver. Why would you do that?
Because I don't know how to get around the menu. That's all.
Okay. Well, listen to what Jim tells you. He has that radio, and he'll tell you exactly what to do. But do it in the transmit parametric equalizer, not in the receive.
Well, I understand. understand that, but I couldn't get there in the timely fashion you wanted me to.
All right, well, read the book so you know what to do, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, we'll get you straightened out. We'll get you straightened out and sounding good. But if you don't know what to do, I can't tell you how to fix it. Neither can Jim. You have to read the book and know what you're doing with it, so that you can follow the directions that either he or I would be giving you. Otherwise, we affect no purpose to read. All right, I'm sure you'll get it. But read it over. It's only on a 2-page section, and it's, not many words on it, and it's easy and intuitive to do. But you look for the transmit, not the receive.
Anyway, I just had surgery 2.5 weeks ago, and I kind of quit cleaning the room and quit selling radios and stuff because I had a big mold in my sinuses. Anyway, things are a mess back there in my shaft, and now I'm starting to get better and start working on it again.
Okay, very, very good. Yeah, you'll get it. I'm going to close the net down unless we have any other urgent check-ins for tonight. Come on in. I'll pick you up before I close.
Kilo Charlie 1, Uniform Juliet Papa.
How you doing, Jay?
Hey, Mal, you're sounding pretty normal today.
Yeah, I got my vocal cords back, blowing wind there. I don't know. You would say. But yeah, no, I'm getting much better.
Yeah, no, you sound really good. Been here the whole time, but this is the first time I know you signed in on the check. It's good net tonight.
I thought I was getting better there, Jay. And last night when I went to bed, I got up at about 5 o'clock and continuously coughing. And I just couldn't get to stop it. I had to get up out of bed and take some cough medicine. So I don't know what that was, but I went to see the lung doctor today, and he said everything was fine, so just a cold.
Oh, thanks for that. I gotta say, you brought up some memories today talking about Monster Fry. I haven't had that in years.
Not copying you now, you're 2 weeks.
Oh, I said, you brought up some memories today talking about Monster Fry. I haven't had that in years.
Oh, I love Monster Fry. My wife makes it for me every Sunday at lunch. You get Monster Fry. And it's just so
a little runnier with extra egg.
I love it. She makes it nice and soft, and it's good. And I put the fake salt on there, man, instead of taking regular salt. I mean, I can take regular salt, but why do that when you don't need it? So I put the potassium in there, it's safer.
I'll tell you, we got a Katz's by us that's just phenomenal. I'll go there. They'll do just about anything you want, but I'll get a pastrami, Reuben, and canadless, and it's like, oh my goodness.
Sounds like a good place.
Yes, sir.
All right, anything else? Casey, where are you, JP? Jay, you're up in Connecticut, right?
Hey, Roger, Central Connecticut.
Are you coming down to Miami? Come on.
Not yet. I got a bunch of stuff going through with seminary school and some Shriner stuff I got to do. One of these years I'll get down there. I know the wife would love it, and I got the miles to do it. I just got to figure it out.
Take your wife and come on down to Hamcation in Orlando. Let her get some warm weather. Let her go swimming. Let her see Mickey Mouse. And we come to the Hamfest.
Roger. When is that?
That's going to be in February 7th, 8th, and 9th. 7th is Friday, the 8th is Saturday, and the 9th is Sunday. And they have some pretty good prices on the hotel rooms down there that they worked out with a sort of a dual joint venture. QSC worked it out with one of the hotels down in the Rosen Inn at Point Orlando. I think they charge you $85 a night. So if you can, I know it's a long drive, but it's probably want to take an airplane. But if you can come down, you can have a lot of fun. Your wife can go shopping at the Millennium Mall, which is just gorgeous. And you can see Mickey Mouse, and there's so many other attractions. You can stay for the week and get the warm weather and have a nice vacation, and then make the Hamfest too.
Hey, Roger, I may have to plan that out for next year. I just had to shut my business down, so funds are kind of squeezed at the moment. But that one and Dayton are both on my radars.
Yeah, no, he's had a very good time. There's been a number of situations. All right, maybe one year we'll meet you. And what we do is we have some tables that we hang out with, or hang on to. And everybody comes over who's a member of the whole Walmart and sit down and they show us what they bought and where they got it and should we go get it or not. You describe what it is and Then we all go to dinner on Saturday night at the Olive Garden restaurant. The wives and everybody, we all go to the Olive Garden restaurant. We have a big meal and we have about 30 people. So come on down one year.
All right, so check this out. Did you know that if you ask the waitress, they will sell you one of those cheese graters in Olive Garden?
The what? The waitress was what? Sell me a cheese grater?
The thing that they spin all the Parmesan on your plate with, they sell those. If you ask the waitress, they'll bring you one out.
I don't usually take grated cheese at home, so it don't matter.
What are you doing at Olive Garden then?
What am I doing? I'm eating. I love Italian food.
Roger.
What can I tell you, you know? I don't need a... how much are they?
Like $15, and they'll give you a big chunk of Parmesan in a container.
I'd use my Boy Scout knife.
I got a handful of those too, but that thing's a hell of a lot better. It's getting my rotini covered.
What was that?
I said I got a couple of Boy Scout knives myself, but that thing's a hell of a lot better at covering my rotini than a pocket knife.
I had some space moves, but you know what those things are with the frequency goes, I couldn't make you out. You're not real strong down here tonight, JJ.
No, there's a lot of QRM up this way.
I didn't understand that. Talk slower and more deliberately. Let me see if I can get it.
I said it's a lot easier to cover your Parmesan with or cover your rotini with one of those cheese graters than using your pocket knife to scrape it. Go ahead.
Oh, the Parmesan cheese graters, yeah. Well, I don't eat that down in the house. So, we do get a couple of, what do you call it, TV dinners and stuff like that. We get some ricotta, we get some other things as well. But nothing that I would need to use a cheese grater for, really.
Roger. How's this sounding, by the way? I'm on the boat anchor again.
It's a little bit restricted in sound.
I appreciate it. I threw Kenwood antenna tuner in the way that I'm playing with them.
Now the noise has got you covered up completely.
I'm going to get this thing one of these days. Thanks, man.
Interesting. One of these days is all I got out of that. All right, I don't have a good stop here. Let me say good night to everybody. Thank you for coming in, Jay. K31UJC, good night. KI5, TGC, good night. WD4EWS, good night. David. K9UR, to Machu Picchu there, or whatever that place is. Yucatan Peninsula, good night, says Joe. AA1IA, good night, Mark, up there in the Voice of Foreman Beach. WH2HQ1 good night, says Jimmy, and yeah, you'll have a lot of fun with that. But, you can save yourself $500-600. You don't need them guaranteed. Either they're going to work or they're not. KI5TGC, good night, Sid. KB4, HAN, good night, Howard. Funny copy in the audio was great tonight. W9JWD, good night, Jacob. K5RBI, good night, Rich. Baffin Bay, Rich. He's over there in Baffin Bay, and he's so rich that he's Baffin Bay. KB4OLH, who wasn't here, good night to you, Dave. KC4HJN, good night, Steve. KB2DE and Captain Green, good night to you. And K3VOS, good night to you, to Marcus over there, and DDF Santo Tusky. Good night, everybody, and good night, Mr. Calabash. And good night to the homunculus as well. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay well, stay healthy, and we're going to end the net right here. Here it comes. That's the end of the net. And we'll see you tomorrow. It'll be back again. It's kind of like the Phoenix to be generating itself. So we'll see you tomorrow night. Stay well, stay healthy, stay away from the COVID. And we're not turning that frequency back to regular amateur usage where you can call 6 good night.
Good night, Mal. 73.
Oh, yeah, you sound good. Well, you're 15 over now. You really sound strong there, kid.
Awesome. I'm glad. Thank you for helping me with that, Mal.
And you're clear as a bell.
73 from Foreman by the Sea.
TGP clear.
Okay, goes by TGP. Good night. And good night to you, Mark.
73 from Foreman by the Sea.
And good night, Rich.
Hey, Mal.
you pretty well. Whiskey Tango 6 Radio over to KE7IR.
All right, very good. Well, I'm listening to you direct now and hearing you okay. So I'm hoping that I'll be all right to use through the SDR. I have yet to find one that's any better than listening to you direct, so I've just about given up on that. But I'm hearing you all right, hearing every word. And glad you're starting to feel better. Sorry that you had to have an experience like that, but I guess it happens to all of us from time to time. Let's see, I've got a babysitting job coming up on Friday. I'll be going, Friday afternoon around 2 o'clock, I'll be going over to pick up 2 grandkids, little Adeline and little Erin. Adeline's nearly 12 now. Is 10, and we're going to be spending the night together, and their parents will pick them up sometime on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that and thinking about what I should do to entertain them. We'll figure something out, I'm sure. Probably we'll just play games. They like to play Rummy Cube and card games and things like that, so we'll probably do that. And I've been keeping kind of busy, but mostly just all this CW stuff. But I do feel good, and I think my brain is getting exercised well. Over to you, Frank. Hope things are a little better on your end, and you were able to hear me okay. K4RVN, KE7IR.
I can hear you fine. I put in a filter on it so you couldn't hear it. And then caused that noise down. It kind of flattened off a little bit also. So I am hearing you fine about this. Still got to talk to you fine also. You're pointing over. Are you doing good? I'm doing good. Better
RVN in the group, WT6R.
Yeah, I still got a little bit of stuff going on in my throat and everything there, and I've made it my practice to, if I work one day like I did today, then I'm going to wait an entire day before I go back into the grove. I found that at this age I don't recover quite as fast as I used to, and you'll probably find that out in your training on your glider and everything, but it sounds like you're making good progress on that, Frank, and I think it's gonna help you. That walking through the mailbox and everything, the main thing is just do that strength training, get those legs and things like that as strong as you can. It just seems to take a lot longer at this age. And Patty, I tell you what I'm going to do, Patty. I'm going to touch the pledge button just for a second on the Morse code trainer from your school, and this is just going to be one word. It'll probably play it 2 times, and then I'll turn it off. But this is the kind of stuff I'm listening to. Okay, here we go. Okay, Patty, did you hear that? Over?
I could hear there was something, but it was so light I couldn't really hear, and I couldn't separate out the letters.
It was basically John. John. That was the next one that came up. Anyway, but I'm like you. I'm sticking with character speed 25, but then the Farnsworth speed I have it dialed down so that it's not so fast in between letters. But anyway, congratulations on your progress so far. Good luck with what you're doing tomorrow. KE7IR, WT6R.
Well, thank you so much, and 7-3 to you, Frank. Thanks for letting me know where you were and getting us together. It's been a long time. If it was a little bit earlier, I would have contacted Deanna because she would very much like to say hello to everybody. But I know, because I was communicating with her before getting on the radio, that she was just really, really tired and needs to get some sleep. She was feeling a little down in the dumps, and I think it was more being tired than anything else. But the next time we get together, which hopefully will be soon, I will notify her, and we'll try to see if she can get on the air with us. That would be fun. Doug, I finally found an SDR where I can hear you better than I can hear you on the radio, and believe it or not, it's NA5B in Georgia. So that would tell me that Frank is hearing you pretty good. Anyway, you're S9 and very easy to copy in that particular SDR. Oh, well, I don't have anything more to say except it's been great catching up a little bit, and I look forward to our next conversation. I'll say 7-3 and send it back to you, Doug, and listen through your final. WT6R, KE7IR.
Hey, send that again, George. See if you can hear it this time.
Okay, I will. I will, Frank. And yes, Patty, I understand that at the Georgia station is probably easier to hear it than here. Hang on, Frank. Okay, there it was. Could you hear that, Frank?
Yeah, but I couldn't get John out of it, so...
It was da-da-da, did, dot-it. In other words, John. Over? Yeah, I was hard. I was just trying to move it over near the speaker. It's kind of hard to do, but That's the way this thing works. You might try it, Frank. It's called Morris.world. Morris.world. And then that's the trainer that Patty's course that she's taken, CW Academy. They use that. Plus they have another one, which is the instant character recognition trainer. But this one here is pretty good to play with. Would you agree, Patty? Over?
Oh yeah, it's really good, especially if you're in the learning letters stage and the early stage of trying to be able to hear the letters and separate them out, you know, at a faster speed than what, you know, years ago we would just start out really, really slow, but now they have you start out with the character speed pretty darn fast, but a lot of space in between to allow you to recognize it. It's a different philosophy, Frank.
Did you hear that
The code was not being picked up very well. Even on the SDR, I could hear his voice okay, but I could not hear the code very well. So I'm not sure the why of that.
But even if I could, number 3, we'll take you guys and go later. Bye-bye. Or the
7-3, Frank.
73, Frank. Thanks, guys. Whiskey Tango 6 Radio. I'll be clear in QRT as well.
And KG7IR, clear. Thank you.
Whiskey.
Back a little, and I can hear you a little better the next go around. Back to you, Kevin. Yeah, I just got bits and pieces of that go around. You're down to about a 3.5, 35. I don't know if we'll be able to carry on the QSO here. I apologize. I just can't pick you up good enough to make out enough what you're saying there. But we'll call it a good one regardless. And I'm going to say 73 and hope to work you on down the line, and maybe we can finish this conversation we started. KQ4 RWN from N3 ZKI. Give it a try for a final. Back to you. Holy smokes, I heard you say your antenna's only 6 feet off the ground. I heard that come through. That's amazing. But take care, 73. N3, ZKI clear.
Delta Pedestrian, takeaway go.
Un jacuzito también, ¿qué?
And you know, my finger turned black, and
It can fly hypersonic, and and of course radar already travels 186,000 miles per second, and of course we got lasers that travels 186,000 miles per second. I mean, 186,000 miles per second, not hours, but per second. So we're in good shape to build it and to do it, and do the whole, have to encircle the whole United States. Now that's what the doing's going to be. We ain't no little country like Germany or France or Spain. This is a big country, so we're going to have to encircle the whole United States. Plus, make sure submarines and our ships outside the circle is loaded up for bear, with hypersonic missiles and with their lasers, and we'll be in really good shape. But this is a big country, so that is going to be a really big project.
NE4NC, we know back in the 50s, I guess it's the 50s and into the 60s, we kept them B-52 bombers in the air 24/7, just flying around.
Yeah, well, that was just a deterrent. And if we had got bombed, then they would have got bombed, or if we gave the order to bomb them, they would have got bombed and they would have bombed us. Because, it's two big countries. They got a big country, we got a big country. So, we're both going to get, both of us is going to get some nuclear weapons going off in our countries. There ain't much we can do about that.
I don't know, I read somewhere, it's been years ago, but I forget how many of those B-52s we had in the air at one time. We just kept them in the air all the time. It was, the protection and a deterrent.
Yeah, they were. I know back in the 60s, early 60s, and I've seen them flying overhead, and I've seen them getting refueled too. Those big old silver-looking B-52s. Refueling overhead. 135 tankers.
Roger. Well.
It's one time. And that rock.
Yes, and then maybe buy a new faceplate, the board, and I'm not sure what the heck else, but man, it's very confusing. Okay, very good. I can't see that on the site over here, but you're probably right. Over. Okay, and then apparently when you put that board in, there is a component on the original board that you've got to remove. When you put that board in, you might ask your brother. Apparently there's a component on the original board that you have to remove in order to put that companion board, which makes it a 2+. And then there's something about reprogramming the FPGA.
Oh my gosh, was that because of the high winds he had the other day? Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, and a very similar thing happened to Mike with his station in Austria when he was in Italy, I guess. Apparently the winds over there did a tune on the rotor and did exactly what yours is doing. I know, I keep my fingers crossed. I haven't had that problem yet. That's, if I remember right, that's a worm drive on the motor shaft to turn the antenna, right? Yeah, but it's very unlikely that would have gone south. Maybe it's something just as simple as whatever you have locking it to the rotor itself. Oh my God, you get your work cut out for you. I hope the weather cooperates, and it may be something just as simple as maybe where the antenna connects to the rotor itself. I know on mine I have a bolt in there to, in fact, it's got a score around it so that if the wind gets too much, it just shears the bolt off. Maybe it's something as simple as that. Very good. Yeah, what you really need, binoculars are okay. I use binoculars over here, but I think a better method these days is to get a hold of a drone, send a drone up, and that way you can get really close and up personal. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah, too windy. Yeah, boy, that's really nice. And I guess the prices on those things are dropping pretty dramatically. And resolution from some of the cameras on those drones, it's really pretty good. Yeah, if he did crash it, then he must be a damn good pilot. Those things aren't particularly easy to maneuver around, especially if he's dropping it low enough, maybe to get to the opening in the tent or inside the tent, and not clobbering anybody. Andy, over. Yeah, he's got to be pretty ambidextrous, I guess, to operate that thing, and he's developed that skill, I guess, with his motor racing. So, yeah, your brother sounds like he's a talented guy. Yeah. Yeah, very good. Sounds like you got a lot of talent over there. What does he do for a living, Andy? Okay, very good. And I take it he's probably not retired yet, right? Okay, so he's got a ways to go, and when he retires, then you guys will be able to set up shop together and turn out all kinds of goodies.